Making me work on this boat. Can you imagine what it was like all those hundreds of years ago, navigating between the islands of Yap and Palau on one of these simple wooden canoes? Typically something about this size would carry about 2 tons of stone money. Now you've got to admit, that's quite a feat. Luckily now there's a much more convenient way to reach Yap from Palau. Some 400 kilometers north of Palau, Yap is considered to be the federated state of Micronesia's most traditional district, and it's quite common to come across people still wearing traditional dress. But the islands of Yap are perhaps most famous for their stone money. Well, I guess this coin here must be about 25 cents. This big one here, it's about 50 cents. And this big pupper here, I guess is about 100 bucks. Now you can imagine how big their vending machines must have been. How many of these you got to carry out for just one can of Coke? Now, although every village on the island does have one of these stone banks, they are quite difficult to find if you don't have a guide. But I think this one in the marquee area of the island is particularly impressive. Peaceful mangrove swamps border much of the island. Well, this forest is absolutely amazing. It's so peaceful and quiet. All you can hear is my paddles and the birds. Absolutely magical. The name Yap actually means paddle and was mistakenly attributed to the islands by a group of early European explorers. Remnants of the Japanese occupation can be found all across the island. During the Second World War, this place used to be a Japanese Air Force base. Of course, that wasn't until the Americans came here and put it out of action. The Americans never invaded Yap, but instead resorted to bombing the Japanese airfields and planes. It's said that the Japanese punished uncooperative Yapese people by smashing their most prized stone money. So they probably weren't too upset to see them being bombed off the islands by the Americans. Colonia is the state capital and is easily the island's most modern place. And the Traders Ridge Resort is its newest hotel.
We tried to recreate kind of the Victorian era in Yap, which it was occupied by the Germans at that time. So the style of the hotel is what we call folk, F-O-L-K, folk Victorian. I've seen a lot of physical changes. When I first came to Yap, most of the local people, the Yapese, were in traditional dress, and that's changing as you've seen. There's still a portion of the people who wear traditional dress, but there are a lot who don't. The roads have been paved, there's power extended to the villages, and a central water system, so there's been some changes over the years.